Hey everybody, welcome to another reviews. Today we're looking at this pouch from Stryker Airsoft Industries. I got this at the Battle at Six Flags game, and it was one of the only decent things I got out of that game, sadly. But we're going to get more into that in a minute. Not the game, but the pouch. Before I talk about this, I do talk about Corporate Wars Blood Money 3. It's the upcoming event at Sanger, Texas. It's Connecticut Impact's newest Corporate Wars game. It's a one-day milsim, Sunday, October 13th, D14. That beautiful man popping up, that's me. Use my code MUDDY. $5 off your ticket at the link in the description below. Now let's get on to this Stryker pouch. So I met the guys from Stryker while I was there. These guys are out of Florida, and they are very, very open about the fact that their stuff is made in China. I respect that, and I like it. I liked the pouch. I messed with it. I thought it was pretty cool. This pouch was $22.50. This is the 5.56 variant. They had a 7.62 variant that it was $25. Yeah, so this is their logoing. This is their packaging. So this is their phrasing right here. It's proudly designed in the USA, made in the PRC. So they're very open about the fact these are Chinese products. Well, the part I'm trying to wrap my head around is the design in America part. And the reason I say that is this is very much a STAC Kiwi clone. This is an STAC Kiwi mid with webbing clone. The insert is very similar to an STAC, not quite exact, but similar. Actually, the insert is a lot closer to a replica of a kind of a hybrid between a STAC Kydex insert and the fake Haley strategic inserts. I forgot the nomenclature for those. I like it though. It's got great retention, this fake insert. So this is their insert. This is the STAC Kydex insert. See the STAC? Just boom, boom. This does have good retention. This has a fantastic retention. So this is a slick STAC. This is their horizontal belt. You could put their insert in the STAC with no problem, and vice versa. I don't know why I would want to, but I could if I was so inclined. As you can see, it fits just fine. Let's talk about retention. So this is their insert in the STAC. Just showing the retention is good. Getting out of here. Let's get out of here. We don't need that in here. We're talking about their product. So the pouch itself, though, is decently made. It's very, 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 very similar to the STAC. It is just Cordura, sewn, webbing, shrimp. Let's talk about the stitching, though. The stitching is not bad. It's definitely double stitched throughout. STAC's is like quintuply stitched. It's like a lot. It's like 4 or 5 passes. They've got like about 2 passes, maybe 3. So it's decently stitched, but it's not nearly as aggressively stitched as the STAC. And that's where we start running into problems right out the gate. It does come with malice clips or fake malice clips right here. The STACs have an option to come bare naked on the back, STAC or with malices or one wrap. Price point. That's gonna be my biggest issue. So what am I getting? I'm getting a multicam pouch. It's got probably fake jacquard webbing. Good fake, but fake. And you guys, if you follow my channel for a while, you know I'm a huge woven multicam webbing slut. I love this stuff. This doesn't look bad, but it doesn't quite look as good as the real stuff. This is the real woven jacquard on a ferro. That's theirs. Let me see if I can find a spot that's got more of the whiter portions of the multicam to compare. It's close, but it's not exact. But I like the effort. So the fact that Stryker, if they had the influence that they say they have when they do these pouches, told the factory in China, hey, let's go with the woven, not your crappy, waxy, fake solution dyed. That's a big ups. I like that. The stitching through here doesn't look too bad. Let's get these fake malice clips out of here. Seeing as how this is mine, and I didn't have a buddy buy it or loan it to me. Do what I want with it. Probably going to put one wrap back there anyway. The webbing back here doesn't look too bad. The stitching's decent. It's not the best I've ever seen. It's not the worst. We got some errant stuff here that needs to burn that. But it's not horrid. You've got a large loop panel back here. That's where your insert is going to find its home and live. And you do have their orange and black logo back here. So I have a sling from them that I'm going to be reviewing. It's not mine. It's my buddy's. Their logo is very prominent on the outer facing portion of the sling. and I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that it's just so prominent because it's bright orange like this. This one is very low key. It's behind the pouch. You're not going to see it until you take it off. I like that they did that. That's a good job. Their insert. So the reason the insert started out on camera was, man, this Velcro is strong. It had really, really crazy good adhesion. So I was running into issues with it. I was just like, this is bull. I left it out because not a bad bull, it's a good bull because it's strong, but it was freaking annoying trying to get that thing out of there. So we're going to use a plastic bag as a shim to kind of give us some standoff between the Velcro. We're going to get this in the spot we want it. Right there, right there. Seems pretty good. And we will pull that out, tap that down, and we got it in. So there's a lot of excess space right here between the insert and the fabric. Kind of a little bit of slop I don't like. I would like to have seen them put maybe just a small strip of loop right here, a small strip of hook, so you could just like squeeze it together to take some of that play out of the fabric. Because you'll look at my S-Tack, you don't need that shim for this guy. That slop is not in there because of how wide the Kydex is. You saw a second ago the Kydex, or the S-Tack's Kydex really pushes out like that, and theirs kind of stays in. Now this might break in over time to where that material is going to pop more out, but if it does, I'm worried it'll lose some of the retention that it has. Where this guy's good to go. That's my Kiwi, and it's clean. Now let's get this. The retention is good though. It's not going anywhere. I like the retention. It's that slop. Now, when I have the mag in there, that like excess slop in the pouch is not there. It's gone. So that's cool. But when I have it out, it's there. So it's like, is that a big deal? I don't know. Maybe. Not really, kind of. It would have been nice not to have it when the pouch is empty. Very nitpicking. Very, me being like, kind of like, anal about it. Overall, I think it's a cool pouch. Here's the problems. Price, $22.50. Not a bad price. I was like, okay, cool. But if I wanted to run a real S-Tack Kiwi, I could get a real S-Tack without these, because I'm not going to use them anyway, with or without webbing, for about the same price, maybe 50 cents more, maybe tops $1 more. If I went with the malice clips and everything, if I remember correctly, I'm racking this pouch out, same design, same thing, from S-Tack for about $25. It's a $3 difference. I can eat $3 and just get a real one. The cost savings benefit is not that high. Even if I wanted to buy 4 or 5 of these, at the end of the day, I'm not saving a ton of money by going fake. Even my son, being a broke young lad that he is, he could easily afford to go with the S-Tack over this price wise. But maybe you wouldn't. Maybe for him, the $2 or $3 to $2 pricing is negligible. It's enough of a difference to go, let me go with that over that. Why this becomes an issue, though, to me, is there's probably plenty of other copies that are very similar with a little lower range in pricing. Therefore, your bang for your buck is better instead of going with the real Kiwi. Because the price is so close, I don't know if I would take one of these over a real Kiwi. That's just my take. Just seeing as how the Kydex insert in a real Kiwi is just better, and the stitching is more aggressive. If I was going to recommend anything to these guys for this to change, I would probably recommend they push the PRC company to make a little more aggressive stitching through here, and possibly go with a bit of Velcro here and here to kind of take that slop out of the pouch when it's not in use, so it just kind of is clean all the way through, all the time. Minor stuff. If this had the same level of stitching that a S-Tack had, the couple dollars, $2 difference really would matter. I'd be like, yeah, I'll grab these. These are cool. Because I know this is NIR compliant for sure. I don't know if this is NIR compliant. Now, that could be one of the things that they are pushing with the factories in the PRC. They might be, if there's a chance they're saying, hey, I need you to use real fabric, real Cordura, instead of your fake Cordura. It does look pretty close together. So there's a chance this could be actual NIR compliant multicam 500D fabric. Maybe this is real jacquard webbing, and it's just very bright because it's very clean. This is a slightly older sling. So that could be the differences in some of these products that Stryker is making to make the price point what it is, to make us go, okay, yeah, this price point is close to a Kiwi, and that's because I'm using real materials, but I'm having them made in China. So the price difference is negligible versus something you would get off like Temu or AliExpress. Overall, I do like it. I think it's a good pouch. It is nicely designed for the most part because it's a copy of a S-Tac. The insert actually has great retention for what it is. I've had other fake S-Tac pouches, clones, where the retention is straight dog shit after 2, 3, 4 pushes, and then the mag just wants to come out. So that is a big up to them at Stryker for having a better retention piece. So I'm hoping that's another thing that they may have changed. They may have said, hey, make sure this has good retention. Overall, I think it's a cool product. If you are an airsoft guy and you don't really want to spend the extra couple of bucks for an S-Tac because you want to get maybe 4 or 5 of these, and 4 or 5, that little bit of $5 to $10 difference is all that is what would be the difference between you getting the pouches you want and need versus taking a couple off and only getting a few pouches. Definitely check Stryker out. It might be in your best interest. If the price is not really an issue, it's kind of negligible. If you don't need malice clips, you're going to use like 1 wrap anyway, you could get an S-Tac for about the same price. So I'd probably go that route. If you are wanting real Kydex, you got to go S-Tac because this is not real Kydex. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hope you guys something else to review. As always, get out there, man. Play some airsoft. LARP smarter, not harder. And I'll see you on the field. Peace.